Welcome to LSEA Yoga. My name is Laura, and today's practice is a release. We're gonna let it all go. So if you're ready, get on your mat and I'll meet you there. We'll begin today in a forward fold. So step to the front of the mat, feet about hip distance apart, bend the knees, and just drape the torso over the knees. Hands can be on the floor, the feet, or the shins. Knees are deeply bent here. Now, as you breathe, slow the breath and let the legs start to lengthen. Top of the head reaching toward the floor. Knees don't have to straighten. We're just getting started. Maybe grab opposite elbows and just hang there. The spine is long, not rounding. Breathe into the backs of the legs. Walk the hands forward, bend the knees more if you need to, and tent the left fingertips underneath the heart and reach the right arm up to the sky as the left knee bends and the right knee straightens or works towards straightening. Look up. Maybe leaning over to the right as we're opening the IT band. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, swim that hand forward and switch sides. Bend the right knee, straighten the left. Reach the left arm up, twisting to the left. And come on forward. Inhale, crown reaches forward, come halfway up. Exhale, step the left foot back into a lunge and lower the knee down. Inhaling, arms sweep up. And as you exhale, twist toward the right, arms open into a T shape. Sweep the left hand or the right hand forward, down and forward, and then pull it back like you've got a bow and arrow. Pull it back as you twist to the right. And reach the arm long toward the back of the mat. Sweep it down and forward again. And pull it back. Reach it long, sweep down and forward one more time, and pull it back. This time, as you sweep it down and forward, go all the way up with both hands. Arch it back and then reach forward and down, both hands to the inside of the right foot and walk the right foot out to the right, lizard pose. Here in lizard, let the hips get heavy. And keep the hands on the earth or lower down to your elbows. Breathing into the hips. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale it out through the mouth. Release that right hip. Do it again. Inhale and exhale. exhale. And 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 exhale. Walk the hands back up and bring your foot back between the hands. Shift the hips back and flex the right foot into a half split. Pull the hips back away from front heel. Inhale, the spine gets long. And exhaling, bow. 2 more times like that. Inhale, ripple the spine. Exhaling, fold. Inhale. And exhale, go deeper. Inhale, coming forward, fingertips frame the front foot, let the hips drop and the heart reaches forward and up. Breathe into the front of the left thigh. And on your next inhale, lift the back knee and step to the front of the mat. Inhale with a long spine and exhaling, fold. Inhale, get long, and exhale, step it back with the right foot. This time, lower the knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up high, and then exhale, open up, twist to the left. As you inhale, sweep the left fingertips, this time down and forward. And then pull back like a bow and arrow, twisting, and the arm goes long toward the back of the mat. Inhale, sweep it forward. Exhale, pull it back. Reach the arm long. Inhale, sweep it forward. Last time here. And exhale, pull it back. Inhale, sweep forward. Keep going. Both hands go up high. Arch it back, and as you exhale, come forward, hands to the inside of the left foot, and walk the foot out to the left. Hips get heavy. Lizard pose. Arms can be long or lower down to your elbows, or maybe to a block. Breathe into the hips. Let them release down toward the floor. Inhale through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. Again, inhale and exhale, release it. On your next inhale, walk the hands back up. Foot between the hands and shift the hips back. Flex the front foot. Inhale, get a long spine. And exhaling, bow. Rippling 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling, coming forward, chest reaches up, hips go down. And as you exhale, lift the back knees, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, get long. And exhaling, fold. Inhale, reach the crown of the head forward, lift halfway up, and exhale, step the left foot back into a lunge and lower the knee down. This time, heel toe the right foot over to the left. We're coming into pigeon pose. So heel can be as close to the left hip as needed. If the knee isn't feeling good today, maybe something underneath. You can also put something underneath your hips to support. No tweaking allowed in the knee. Now, if you've got the knee and the foot on the floor, take a second to stay upright here. Lift the back knee up and pull the hips back and then lower down. And from here, we will go forward into pigeon pose, but don't rush it. Use the hands to press the hips back. And let them open before you just flop into the pose. I don't want to miss that quality hip stretch. And start to lower down as your body lets you in, but still using the elbows or the hands to push the hips back. Breathe into the right hip. Try that releasing breath again. So inhale through the nose and exhale with an open mouth. Let it go. One more time. Inhale and release that hip. You can come all the way down if that feels good. Adjusting the heel closer to the hip as needed, or more, make the shin more parallel to the front of the mat if that feels better. It's all about the quality of the stretch. Now, if you want to stay right there, by all means. If you want to add a twist, you can walk the hands back up. This really only works if your shin is more parallel to the front of the mat. So if your knee's not feeling good, don't bother. Just stay where you are. But if you want to add the twist, you can place your right elbow into the arch of your right foot, hands in prayer. Twist to the left, lifting up and away. Twisting from the belly button. You should feel an awesome stretch in this side waist as you twist. To enhance that, you don't have to press and tweak your shoulders. You can let the hips drop and rotate toward the left. Well, actually toward the right as your torso twists left. Breathe into that. And if you're twisted, come on back to center. If you were there, let's all place our hands on the floor. Lift the back knee off the ground and place the right foot in between the hands. Step to the front of the mat. Inhale, get long. And exhaling, fold. Inhale, halfway up. And step back with the right foot this time. Lower the knee down. Heel toe the left foot over to the right. And lower the knee, placing something underneath it if needed. Lift the back knee up. Pull the hips back and lower down. Now my left side is always tighter than my right, so make sure you're paying attention and adjusting the foot as needed, giving your hips some time to open up. No rushing. Now you can start to walk forward with the hands, pressing the hips back all the time. As your body lets you in, maybe the elbows come down. Maybe you lower the forehead. But take your time and let the hip open. And we'll take a couple of those releasing breaths. So inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out. Inhale one more time. And as you exhale, let it go. It's like we're deflating the left hip. Forehead can rest if the body lets you in. If at any time the hip doesn't feel good or the knee doesn't feel good, back right up out of it. Now, you can stay right there, right where you are. If you want to add the twist, this time the left elbow comes into the arch of the right foot. Hands in prayer, and we push up and away, twisting to the right, letting the hips rotate toward the left. Breathing into that opening. It should feel spectacular. And if it doesn't, you gotta back up out of it. Last breath here. If you twisted, come on out. Place the hands on the floor. And this time we're gonna stay seated on the floor. So all the weight into the left hip and let your right leg come around to the front. Lie down on your back. And we'll do a bridge pose just to counteract a little bit of that folding we were doing. So place the feet to where your fingertips can kind of reach your heels. Inhale, lift the hips up toward the sky. Now, if you've got wheel pose in your practice, you can feel free to do that. But most of us are going to stay right here. You can snuggle the shoulders underneath, interlace the fingers. Hips go high to the sky. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, lower the hips to the ground. Let the bottoms of the feet come together, knees out to the side in a Supta Baddha Konasana. Now you can find your arm position. You can lay the arms into cactus. Get a little stretch in the shoulders. Maybe they go overhead, clasping elbows. Maybe they lay down by the sides. Let the breath stay long and deep. Now you can stay here and let this be your Shavasana. Or you could reach the legs long, about the width of the mat, and let the feet flop open. And hands can flop open to your sides. And we'll scan the body for one last release. Bring your attention to your feet. Maybe wiggle the toes or flex the toes back and forth. And then let them be still. Bring your attention to the calves and the backs of the thighs as they rest on the earth. And let those muscles sink down. And now the glutes and the upper back as they rest on the earth. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, they sink deeper and completely relax and release. the backs of the shoulders, the upper arms, the forearms, and the backs of the hands. With each breath, let them release down. The back of the head, let it sink into the earth. The planet is holding you up right now. There's nothing that you need to do. So tell those muscles that it's all good. And finally, bring your attention to the muscles of the face. Let the jaw open slightly. Relax the eyebrows and the forehead. And let the eyes sink back into the sockets. The whole body being cradled by the earth. And all you have left to do is to accept being held. Now you can stay here as long as you like, absorbing. And when you're ready, let the bottoms of the feet come back down to the ground. Knees up to the sky, and let the hands rest on the upper thighs. And draw the knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze. And then rock on up to sit. And find a seated position, comfortable cross-legged or half lotus. And if you can, sit up on something. It'll help tilt the pelvis forward. It helps the spine stay long. Now place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. And we'll end today with just a little bit of gratitude. Now, thank yourself for taking time to get on the mat. Thank your body for letting you do so. And thank your breath for leading the way. Bring the hands in prayer in front of the heart. Namaste and aloha.